darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was
Thank you, Simon and
Garfunkel. And the vision that
We're just, before we get copyright infringement, let's just turn you off. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Over a Couple of Drinks.
I'm LB.
Oh, I was going to do a dope intro for you. God damn it.
Fucking it up.
Fucking it up. Fucking it up.
There was too much silence. I got awkward.
I thought we were doing the whole sad thing.
Oh,
We
But
We
then,
were for
but
like
then
a
it
minute.
ruined my super gonna be over the top excited intro that I was gonna do for us.
all right. Let's.
Oh, we're gonna do it again.
Do it now.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
hold on, hold on.
resetting?
Hold on.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
We're reset. We're gonna change the song too. Okay, so hold on. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Over a Couple of Drinks. Woo!
I didn't even know which one.
Shut up, Electric
Is it the
Six.
Same song? Oh,
No,
okay.
no, it's Danger High Voltage. Welcome to the show. I am one of the hosts here. You may recognize me of having a mercenary base in the middle of the ocean or Zanzibar land. I'm Bill Big Boss Henning. To the direct side of me, hailing from the Gerudo Desert, current owner of the Triforce of Power. Don't call him Ganondorf, Chris Gannon Birch.
I'm glad you improv that.
Yes. And the bottom, at the very, very bottom, his brain is massive. He shaved his mustache just for this podcast. He can make an army with some rabbits, squirrels, fish, you name it, woodland creatures. Don't call him Eggman, Dr. Robotnik B.
Don't call him Mega Man.
I haven't shaved my mustache in like 2 weeks, guys.
I was going to say, you have a great 5 o'clock shadow.
That's a 2-week shadow.
Yeah, I didn't shave this morning. How's everybody doing? What's everybody drinking tonight?
Oh, shit.
I got the Poet Oatmeal Stout
Ooh, nice. By New Holland.
from New Holland Brewing.
Yeah, I'm drinking Pissworm Chongo. Corona Extra with lime juice in it.
Oh,
It's all they had. And Birch forgot his boxed wine.
I forgot what we're called, apparently, because I don't have any.
You'll get it by break. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. LB, what's on tap tonight?
today we have a bunch of news for you, including more Disney fucking it up. Something about Diablo.
Diablo.
We're looking ahead to Deadpool, the sequel, and another Alien movie. Plus, problems with the Batman. Something about Homecoming. And the Defenders.
Woo!
And then, that's just the news.
News
After that,
news.
we're going to take a trip to the trailer park. And we're going to talk about Star Wars and some anime movie. And another Wonderworld. Wonderworld?
You know what? I was
Wonderwall.
two beers
Under-
deep when I wrote this up and didn't spell check anything.
That's what you guys were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Underworld.
Underworld.
And Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets.
Oh,
And that's not all.
we're gonna skip that
We
one.
also have... What's that?
We're gonna skip that thing. We're gonna save that.
Oh, we're
for
gonna
later.
skip...
Surprise for everyone.
Surprise for later.
Okay.
Because
And then...
Jess didn't
we're
join us
gonna
tonight.
have-
She's working late, so we're cutting the topic that was for her.
Gotcha. And then we're gonna break down our favorite action movies for Action November.
Is Man's Giving.
Mansgiving.
This is
And actually, you know, is that why they played Bond movies every Thanksgiving on that one channel?
I think so.
Spike or whatever.
Spike, yeah.
Yeah.
Still called Spike.
I don't have TV. I don't know.
I don't have cable.
I don't have cable.
Do any of us have cable?
No, we're
None of us have
cutters.
cable. It's a new world, man.
Speaking of that, as you know, big news happened this week for the United States. And as you know, we are not a political podcast. We do not talk politics. Why is that, Birch?
Because if you want to listen to politics, you should probably literally go anywhere else.
You could talk to somebody far better than us. But I do want to.
We have thoughts, we have opinions. Some of us have talked about them, but
I just want to say one thing about it, and I want to put it to rest. It's a simple thing. I want everybody to stand up and unite themselves, not under Trump, not under this president. No, as fellow neighbors, as Americans, to not feed into the hate machine that's currently going on. Just don't. Don't feed it. That's how he got here. Let's not stoop to his level. Okay? And the people who are doing it, that's who you're standing up against. Okay? Don't hate people because they voted one way. Don't hate people who voted for Trump. You don't know what their reasons were. Don't hate people for voting for Hillary. Don't hate people for voting for third party. If you want to hate somebody for voting, hate those fuckers who voted Harambe. Okay?
nothing. 15,000 people voted for Harambe.
Harambe. Dicks out. Okay?
A dead gorilla.
A dead gorilla. I'm just saying, don't... You have every right to be upset, angry, mad. Protesters protesting, great.
And
Don't-
absolutely don't stop, speaking out.
No.
Because there's certainly things that need to be spoken about, but
Yeah. Don't
don't
turn it to
burn
violence.
cars.
Yeah, don't turn it to violence. You are adding to the problem. Don't add to the problem. Be the solution. Okay? That's it. Now we're gonna put the political things away because we're really bad at talking about them.
One day we'll start a political podcast.
One
I'm
day.
sure Stephen Colbert will invite us to be on his show.
I think if we ever do a political podcast on this channel, it's gonna have to start with us doing 5 shots of anything. Just
Over
be
a
like,
couple of shots.
Or
all right, here we go. Politics. Okay, let's get into the light stuff because that's what we're here for. All
right.
2 people who watch us, we're goofy.
Goofy.
Speaking of goofy, Chris Birch.
I hate you for that transition. All right. So,
Everyone's
as they like
favorite
as-
segment.
as they like to do about 3 times a month, Disney has fucked up again. So first I want to talk a little bit about the things that I actually enjoy that they're doing. I think Beauty and the Beast looks beautiful. Like, I think it looks like a really solid, we haven't seen shit from the actual movie besides pictures now. But I think the pictures look really good. I've read some interviews with the guy who directed it, and it sounds good. I'm excited to see this one. I hope they don't just ruin it. And I'm excited to see a trailer, which apparently I just read there's going to be a trailer released sometime probably this month. So we'll see some actual footage from it. But in the same vein, there are certain things that I need to again see in the movie to see if they work or not. Like, for example, the Beast is really hot.
Yeah.
Me and Bill talked about this. The Beast is really hot.
I
I think his design is really good. I don't hate the CG. It just he looks like a very
he doesn't.
dashing beast.
He looks
and-
like an anime character of like, I'm a beast and I'm scary. Except you can
Yeah.
see why you'd want to bang him.
Mhm. Like, you can kind of see it, whereas like the whole point is
Of the
that
movie.
the movie is that she falls in love with this guy not because of his looks.
Because
And-
of Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah. Now I did read that they changed they're making Belle be the inventor instead of her father.
Hmm.
Bella and hear me out on this. I don't know about it yet. I don't know. But she's the inventor, and her father is a music box maker.
Okay.
Because they wanted to make her. They said that a character like her wasn't interesting enough in the original movie. I disagree. They said, well, is she just weird because she reads a lot? That just didn't seem very interesting. So they. So.
In a town of illiterate people, yes, it is.
In a town,
in like the 1800s when women didn't do anything.
except make babies, that they make that joke in the opening song that she wants to be an equal.
So.
Oh, also, it's not just the Beast. Lumiere looks like a tiny C-3PO with a candle on his head,
He doesn't look like a candlestick at all.
and he wants to bang a bird.
Cogsworth looks slightly less frightening.
Still frightening.
And
Wait, they changed
by
the
that
look?
I mean, no, they released a picture of like because originally that was concept art, and now they
Oh.
released a picture of the actual characters, and they more or less look the same, but Lumiere looks actually kind of quite different.
He looks,
Cogsworth looks the same, just less terrifying.
Do you remember when Lumiere looked in the movie where he was like, clearly a candlestick? It's literally a golden dude who's holding on to a candlestick.
Little golden dude.
That's it.
And
That's fucking it.
Mrs. Potts is like
tiny.
tiny. She's like, Chip's gonna be microscopic.
Right.
Like, and the feather duster doesn't even look like a thing.
It looks like
It looks like a bird.
it looks like a bird. He wants to bang a bird.
There's one picture of Gaston and Lumiere on horseback,
It's all
which
right.
is it's okay. It's interesting. I mean, it's not. I mean, clearly they're not making Gaston a hunter. He looks more like almost royalty. He's got these long flowing coats and this. He looks like he's like a fighter. Like maybe he's been to war and I don't know. But they also said, oh, this is something I didn't tell you yet, Bill. They said that they're adding new lyrics that were written for. They were ones that Alan Menken wrote for Beauty and the Beast, but as they were making the new drafts, they cut them, and now they're putting them back in, specifically in the song Gaston, because they're a little bit more sexual than the animated movie would be okay with.
That's fine.
So
That's fine.
so yeah,
at
it's
least
fine. Probably gonna just cut. No one fucks like Gaston, but
Yeah, and at least they're actually doing the music. Cinderella.
yeah.
Cinderella. Cinderella. Disney. Leave it alone.
Yeah. Now I will say, going off all the stuff that looks blissfully optimistic, let's talk about The Lion King. Disney is Disney's remaking The Lion King.
You mean Hamlet?
So yeah, it's gonna be called Hamlet.
Hamlet. Live action.
Did y'all saw Jungle Book?
Yeah.
Maybe?
No,
No.
It's
I lied.
gonna-
I didn't see it.
It's gonna be that without the kid. Just gonna be a bunch of CGI lions singing to each other.
And why then? Why? Why? Fucking why?
It's even the same director. Jon Favreau's gonna do it.
Why? Why? If there's no live action, why? You know what doesn't need to be upgraded? Cartoons. They're still great now.
And you know why they said they're doing it? Partially they're doing it. Well, like one of the things that they're really big concerned about is that these movies and these stories don't get just kind of forgotten, which is why they do that thing where they take. Oh, I know. They take the movies out of the vault every 7 years and they put them back in. They do that so they can reintroduce generations of kids.
They do that so they can keep the prices up.
That's
Yeah.
exactly why they do that. And now they're remaking them so they can put even more movies in their vaults and put them out again and make more money.
Angry.
Mulan is getting remade. Aladdin is getting remade.
All
The Sword and The Sword and the Stone is getting remade.
because we don't have enough fucking King Arthur movies.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was like. Didn't they just come out with the new King Arthur movie, or they are soon? Like
Probably, I don't know.
Guy Ritchie, I think, is directing it. But and then all of a sudden, there's this giant backlash about Mulan because they were like, there was a rumor that Disney was gonna make the lead character not Chinese, and then everyone freaked out, and then Disney released a
So?
statement, and they were like, this is gonna be a movie where all the cast is Chinese except for the dragon. Like that.
The dragon will be Eddie Murphy.
The dragon will be Eddie Murphy again. He's not doing anything.
He's not doing a goddamn thing. Disney.
Yep.
Let me,
That's really about it right now. I think they just are making more movies.
Disney, you already own the world
Mhm.
between Star Wars and Marvel.
Yep.
I'm gonna put it this real simple, with a Nicolas Cage quote. Put the bunny down. The bunny being my classic movies.
Mm.
Put it down. I'm drunk. Shut up.
Disney's making. They're also doing A Wrinkle in Time. I don't know if anyone ever read that book, but they're doing an adaptation of that.
Money grubbing
Yep.
bastards.
Bill, we can't hear you when you're sitting that far back.
Good. I'm just cussing and swearing. Bastards, all of them.
Did
Moving
you know
on.
there's a Lion King TV show now?
Wasn't there one before?
No, it's not Timon and Pumbaa. It's another one.
Oh.
Oh, is this the one where it's like
Timon and Pumbaa.
It's about
Do.
Simba's son.
I thought he had a daughter.
No,
He
he
did.
had a son.
Now he
Oh.
has another child. It's a son
Listen,
Oh.
who is probably gonna die because he's not in Lion King 2. But they're introducing a bunch of Lion King 2 characters now.
you
Wait, who
can't-
was the lion that looked like Scar?
That was
That was
Scar's
Kovu.
kid.
That's
Scar the
Cobra.
kid?
Yes.
No. Well, that's what they were gonna do. But then they're like, oh no, that might be get incesty because he's gonna marry Simba's daughter. So they were like, he was Scar's chosen successor.
Oh.
Totally not related to him, but he
For,
looks exactly
for
like him.
Romeo and Juliet plotline.
Yeah.
Listen. You can't Indiana Jones it here. Everybody knows Indiana Jones has daughters. They pick him up at the museum when he's 95 and has a patch over one eye because he's telling stories to little kids. George
Mhm.
Lucas, you can't cut that out. It's not Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
You know, Bill, for all we know, that could still be down the road. Could have daughters we don't know about.
Eat shit. Womp womp. Oh, hey. If anybody's wondering, LB's been here 3 times in a row. And I haven't talked about Blade Runner or the controversy around that for 3 whole podcasts. Right there.
Right there.
3. Burge doesn't get anything. Burge has been
Nope.
AFK.
My thesis is done.
Woo, thesis. Moving
Yeah.
on with news. Keeping the
Mine
thing
still
moving.
isn't. All right.
News.
But
Okay, so BlizzCon happened over the last weekend, I believe, and Diablo is getting a lot of cool stuff. Diablo 3, they're adding a new character. The Necromancer's coming back,
Ooh.
right? That's what everybody's been saying. Expect streams of that, because I played nothing but Necromancer in D2. So,
I didn't. I played Diablo 3 a little bit when it was out on Xbox.
this wasn't good.
I enjoyed it, but
I own it twice. I own it on PC and I own it on PS4 that I play with Jess. So, If that comes out, I don't know if they're going to charge money for it. They haven't released too much about it. But it's exciting to see the Necromancer back. Bone Spear's back. Exploding Corpse is back. We don't know if they'll have any summons, because that's kind of like what the witch doctors do now. But it's exciting to see. On top of that, apparently soon they're releasing the entire original game Diablo inside Diablo 3. So an HD remake if you own Diablo 3.
How long ago did Diablo 3 come out now?
5-6 years?
Yeah, they're still updating it.
That's what Blizzard does. When they make a new IP, they hold on to it for a long fucking time. Or even it's not even a new IP, just whenever they make a sequel, it's there for at least 10 plus years.
Have they even finished releasing all the
StarCraft 2? Yes, it's
StarCraft?
done.
Okay.
Yeah, it's done. I haven't played the last campaign at all. So
I've only played the first one.
I've played part of the second one, and then my computer crashed, and I haven't felt the urge to play that again. Womp womp. Next, Diablo.
No, Bill. We've been there.
If you're looking for Diablo, you just missed it. My name was Doug King.
Stay a while and listen.
Deadpool 2 has hit some rough spots. You guys know about this?
Like a lot of rough spots. Like director
Yeah, I've heard
leaving.
director change-ups or
The
something.
director left because he wanted, what's the guy's name?
Oh, the guy to play Cable?
The guy who played Cable, and Ryan Reynolds put his foot down and said no.
Which guy?
I can't think of his name.
What's he been in?
Hang on a sec.
Oh, fuck. Why am I 3 beers deep and trying to type LB?
What? Well, they just recast it.
What?
Cable.
Who is it?
It's Zac Efron.
Nuh-uh.
Ryan Reynolds confirmed it. Zac
Nuh-uh.
Efron. Zac
That's a
Efron
joke.
That's a total joke.
That's a joke.
But
Zac Efron is playing Cable.
Stana Katic, Beckett from Castle is playing Domino. That I can see. Zac Efron? The fuck?
That's not true.
Wait a minute. The article says Ryan Reynolds confirmed it, but now it says it's still just a rumor.
I don't believe any of this.
I don't believe a goddamn thing.
I don't believe.
Oh, here it is. What is this guy's name? What the fuck is this guy's name? Fuck it. I don't know. Some asshole who was gonna get it, and he put his foot down. He was on a cop show. That doesn't help, but either way, the director who did the first one is out. I think they lost something else, and Fox has said that they're gonna do a Deadpool 3. I'm worried. Are you guys worried yet? Because I'm worried.
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't seen Deadpool, and I know I probably should, but
it worked because you could tell the studio didn't have faith in it, so they got to do a lot of things that they wanted to do. And
now that they see that it works, they're gonna take over.
They see that it works, and Apocalypse didn't do so well for them, and that's all they have going for them. They're gonna be like, ooh. They're gonna toy with it. So I'm worried, but I think the only thing holding out here is Ryan Reynolds putting his foot down on things.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I'm worried.
When did he become so uppity?
When he tried to make Deadpool for 10 years or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
or like 8 years or however long it took him to get it going, and he started funding most of the movie himself.
That's true.
So he can do whatever the fuck he wants. I don't know. We're gonna jump around a little bit. So,
Yeah. Well, you know what I love about this article about Zac Efron being Cable?
what?
It refers to him as Vanessa Hudgens' former boyfriend, Zac Efron.
I have a feeling
That's what I know him from.
God, I hope it's not Zac Efron.
It might as well have just said he's from High School Musical.
He's from High School Musical 1, 2,
That's the
and
second
4.
time thing that you used to
Right.
refer to him.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man Homecoming news. LB, you're our corresponding Spider-Man enthusiast. What are your news?
What's that? What's going on?
Oh, LB, everybody. LB.
I was reading about Zac Efron's hunky body build.
Good.
I hate you so fucking much.
Well, all right. So next is wait. Do we
Spider-Man.
skip? Do we skip?
We're skipping shit around.
Spider-Man.
We're skipping shit around.
Spider-Man: Homecoming. We've gotten a look at what the Vulture is going to look like, aka Birdman 2. Birdman goes bad.
Birdman goes. I hate you.
Birdman goes bad.
He was already kind of bad in Birdman.
But Birdman goes badder. Bad Birdman bad.
So this concept art looks like his Phase 1 style suit. He's wearing, as Birch put it, a Bane jacket,
Looks like a Bane jacket.
not a fighter jacket or an old school pilot jacket,
Bomber Jack. Yeah.
bomber jacket. He's got these weird like snowshoes on that have claws and like just this most jankety ass looking wing set. It looks really weird. I'm honestly hoping it's just the proto, like, I'm the Vulture now. Look at me. I'm doing evil things because I have a wingsuit. And then like,
Hello,
oh, I didn't have a jetpack.
Spider-Man.
Oh, hold on. Here we go.
Let's find out who wins between a bird and a bug.
I was wondering what would break first, your webs or your body.
Your body. If Spider-Man Homecoming was just a blatant parody of The Dark Knight Rises, I would enjoy it.
I'd watch this shit out of that movie.
Are they still calling it Homecoming?
Yes.
Is that really the
Yep.
official title?
That's the name.
Apparently, it takes place around Homecoming night.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
High school.
High
It's a high school movie.
He's in a high school movie. And then, what's her face?
Shocker's in it. Shocker's in it.
Yeah, we've seen a picture
Yes.
of him, and he looks perfect.
Mhm.
Quite perfect. Zell, what's this chick's name?
Zendaya.
Zendaya has come out with a quote saying that she is not the romantic part.
Yeah, apparently Liz Allen is the romantic interest.
Who's Liz Allen?
Liz Allen was one of his girlfriends in the comics for a little bit.
Who's playing Liz Allen? Oh, I remember Liz Allen now. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta say, is it necessary to put a love interest in every superhero movie?
Yes, apparently.
It should
I mean,
be,
I
anyway.
understand from a studio movie making perspective, yes, because that's how you get certain demographics of audience members in. But
Well, especially coming from. Have you guys seen Doctor Strange yet?
I'm not.
Rachel
I'm going to.
Rachel Adams is very shoehorned in, and you could tell that it was just clearly in there to put a love interest, but it wasn't really thought out. She does a
Mm.
great job in it, and she does this great. There's a great scene with it. It just you can tell it wasn't. It was just kind of there.
Mm.
So, breaking news: Liz Allen will be played by Donald Glover.
Donald Glover's part still hasn't been revealed, and I'll bet it's Mary Jane.
It's Mary
Wait,
Jane.
has he been cast in Spider-Man?
He has.
Donald Glover's in Spider-Man.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Yeah,
I
it
love-
hasn't. They haven't said who he's playing.
Is that?
Ooh,
I know.
this would be amazing. What if they set up Spider-Man in this movie and kill him off?
And it's Miles Morales who takes over.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've said about the whole Miles Morales being the movie things is like, I would
The
love
Vulture
that.
just kills him.
It just murders him.
Just straight
Because-
murders him.
The thing is, Miles needs to work in a world where Peter dies. That's it.
hmm
That's my only stipulation. Like, you can't change his core that much because he picks up the mantle and is incredibly guilty about wearing the suit. and it works really, really well because he has like, I need to live up to Peter Parker's standards, and that's kind of it. Peter Parker becomes his Uncle Ben, and it's really it works really, really well for the character, and that's the only thing I'd want out of a movie with him in it. But again, if Sony was smart, they would do a Spider-Verse movie where it'd be like Spider-Man Homecoming, and then it's like The Amazing Spider-Man with Miles Morales, and you're like, what the shit? And then it's like Spider-Gwen, and then Spider-Man 2099, and you're like, what are they doing? Are they on crack? And you're like, oh, guess what? We're doing our own Avengers movie where it's all the Spider-Men together.
They should just do Shattered Dimensions as a movie.
Right? I'd be for it. Actually, I would love right now for Shattered Dimensions 2 to come out, since they've been doing so much of the whole Spider-Verse thing on the comics. Because you now have more fuel. You could do a Superior Spider-Man. You could do Amazing Spider-Man. You can do Miles Morales Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen. What?
They already did a sequel to Shattered Dimensions.
It's not Shattered Dimensions 2. That was Edge of Time, and nobody talks about that. It's in my closet next to the we don't fucking talk about it.
Listen to this. It says
Is that the dead body?
Kevin Feige was saying if additional films are made of Spider-Man, one of the early ideas Marvel had for the Spider-Man films would be to follow the model of the Harry Potter films and have the plot of each film cover a new school year.
For it.
All right.
I do have to say, looking at these production like set photos, like someone took it from watching the set, the costume looks so fucking good. Like in Civil War, it looked really CG, but you can tell that they actually have him in the suit. I'm just really happy that we're getting a new Spider-Man finally.
Donald Glover as Norman Osborn.
For it, I'm for it. But I really wish Michael.
Oh,
Keaton,
you could play like Harry Osborn, yeah.
I really wish Michael Keaton would just.
Well, they already cast him.
Was Norman Osborn. He's gonna be great as Vulture, but I would love to see him play.
He's gonna be great as Adrian Toomes. It's just I really wanted him to be Osborn.
I wanted him to be in for a few movies.
Yeah.
Like,
don't kill him off, please. Jesus, don't kill him off.
No, I would love if Norman Osborn was in the movie as just a guy, just a businessman, and he just meets Peter like maybe once, and is just like, I don't know, just there, just like you. I see potential in you. You should keep doing what you're doing.
You should keep doing what you're doing. I'm not funding. Do what the Spectacular Spider-Man did. I'm not funding this Vulture thing. You're out, and that causes Toomes to go crazy and become the Vulture.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine with it. It's an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
Did you guys see who else is on the cast list for Spider-Man Homecoming?
Who?
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming back as Happy Hogan.
As Happy Hogan.
No one knows why.
It's weird that he's like, I'm not working for Marvel anymore. Come back as Happy Hogan. Okay.
In a Spider-Man movie. All right.
You guys want to do Batman, Alien, or The Defenders?
Oh, sorry.
What?
I have to apologize. I was confused.
Did you poop?
As long as we're talking about Marvel, let's hit The Defenders.
Okay, so The Defenders.
I thought. Hold on. I thought Jon Favreau. I got Happy Hogan confused with the other Marvel character that Jon Favreau played. Speaking of Defenders.
The Defenders. He played
that universe.
Foggy.
He played Foggy in.
Oh yeah.
So
we have a new Foggy. Get the fuck out of here.
There's actually two, or I read today also 3 news about the Netflix front. One, we'll use The Defenders as the last one because that's the one the most talk about. One, Jessica Jones season 2 will use nothing but female directors, which I can see the point. I also see how that's kind of redundant and dumb. It doesn't really matter. Just because I don't fucking care. Get me somebody who can direct a show. You know, don't go for this like gimmick. But if they're great directors, I have no problems. I just want to see another season 2. You know, I want more Jessica Jones. The other thing is that they are exploring options to bring Ghost Rider into the Netflix fold.
Yep, I saw that.
Which is interesting.
Because he's really taken off apparently on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
He is. I haven't watched this, but I've watched clips. Really, really well done on a TV budget.
Seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
He's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this season because they're.
What are we on? Season 4?
4, yeah. Season
I gotta
3
watch 3.
season 3 went super sci-fi and weird and kind of just didn't work.
Shh.
Season 4 is going for the supernatural style, and they run into the Ghost Rider, which is the second or third iteration of Ghost Rider. So it's not Johnny Blaze. It's Robbie. Is it Robbie Reyes? Is that his name?
Right,
Sounds-
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which he drives like a Charger or something like that, a muscle car. And the comics, his skull's more like a metal mask. But they're doing the full skull in this, and it looks really well done, and they're doing a really good job with it. Like, just seeing some of his fight scenes and kind of have like this Hulk thing where he like loses control and it turns his head into it. It looks really well. But then I think last week they did how he got his powers, and you can see how they opened it up because he's like driving away from a gang fight. He gets shot and he gets thrown from his car. His brother gets crippled in the car. Someone pulls his brother out of the car, and he goes, and then he went over and like, it's telling from the brother's point of view, and he goes, and then he pulled you out of the car. He picked you up and saved you, and he's like, that's not what happened. I was thrown from the car and I died, and I heard a voice in the blackness that said, do you want to seek vengeance on all who've done wrong with you and save your brother? And I said yes. And then I woke up, and standing above him is a guy in jeans and a biker jacket and a flaming skull and a motorcycle, and you go, it's Johnny fucking Blaze. And he gives him the Ghost Rider powers. So this guy's killing it, on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I'd be happy if it was him in the Netflix show. I'd be happy if it was Johnny Blaze. I don't care. I love Ghost Rider. He fits with this more mature tone of Netflix. And finally, the last news is The Defenders has confirmed only 8 episodes.
Yep.
Any problems? I see none.
I
Nope.
think that's a good idea. I think especially when they have so many characters, it's like we don't have to stretch this out. We can
No.
just do 8 hours and make it awesome.
That's been kind of my problem with the Marvel Netflix shows so far, is that they get to a point where it's like it's almost unnecessary episodes.
Yes. Every single one has that so far. I mean, even Luke Cage has it. They seem to stumble around 5 or 6. They pick it up in 7 or 8 or something like that, and they just kind of lollygag to the finish. Both
I haven't actually
Daredevils-
seen Luke Cage yet, so I'm.
It's good. I don't know. It's not as good as Jessica Jones, but it's far better than the messes that kind of what Daredevil are. Because if you can't look back at Daredevil season 1 and 2 and realize that they're kind of a mess, then
2 especially.
2 is incredibly a mess. LB's finally catching up and going, man, this is really good. Why are you guys saying it a mess? You'll find out.
What?
So
I thought Daredevil season 1 was near perfect.
it was
It got a little muddy at the end.
Well, that's the thing. It got muddy in the end. It got muddied in the middle. And, like, the only thing that really kept you going after you got over, oh, we're finally getting a great Matt Murdock. Oh, my God, the Kingpin. Oh, my God. And then you're just like, why are we still here? Oh, the ending's good. Okay, we're good. And like, season 2, the Punisher's amazing. And then he goes away, and you go, no, bring him back.
Wait.
I'm not going to tell anymore because I don't want to spoil it for LB. That's all.
No, I know, but Punisher is so good.
He is the best.
Punisher and Punisher's getting his own damn series, and I'm
Yes.
so excited about
Punisher's
it.
getting his own series. What else?
They're filming it now,
Good.
and they said it's gonna be out next year. We're getting 3 Netflix
Wow.
series.
Yeah, we're getting Iron Fist, Defenders,
Getting Iron Fist, Defenders, and Punisher
Yeah.
on Netflix next year.
And I would assume a new season of each of the other shows.
yes, they said they straight up.
Those won't be
said-
next year, but
They straight up said they wouldn't be touching season 2, season 3, season 2 of Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, or season 3 of Daredevil until after the Defenders wrapped.
Yeah.
Which is great.
they said.
Wait,
what
not even
Vince-
season 2 of Jessica Jones, you said?
Jessica Jones will not touch until once Defenders is done.
Oh, wow.
But they did confirm that they've confirmed for sure season 3 of Daredevil and season 2 of Jessica Jones are happening.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of when.
Win,
Yeah.
which I don't see why not. Again, I am so happy Kristen Ritter nailed Jessica Jones.
Mhm.
Like, I loved her beforehand, but I was worried about her in a serious role. Fucking owned the part. And that puts a lot of faith. That honestly puts a lot of faith in a lot of things coming up, like with these actors who are taking these roles serious. like her who like she gets cast the part. She instantly picked up every issue of Alias she could and read all of it and loved it.
Yep.
Then you have stuff like I can't remember his name, Shane from The Walking Dead, the Punisher, who went into a comic book shop and bought what he like. Everyone said this is the best run of the Punisher. He bought it, and the guy at the comic book shop looked at him and went, "Oh my god, don't fuck it up." He goes, "Do you see what I'm buying? I'm not gonna fuck it up." All right, and then you have like Benedict Cumberbatch walking off the set of Doctor Strange and going to go buy the Oath of Doctor Strange in costume. And then you have what's her name, Brie Larson tweets out that she's reading every Captain Marvel and the Captain Marvel onesie. Just it brings a lot of hope that these people are actually taking these roles right, you know? Yeah. It's this isn't the same thing, but I love it because the guy who plays the comedian in Negan, what's his name?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, I love this. He has the best stories about his agents. Because, like, when he was cast, they said, we want him as the comedian. And he goes, all right. And his agent hands him the comic book. He goes, I'm not going to fucking do this. I die in the first 3 pages. This is bullshit. And then he's like, just keep reading it. And he goes, yeah, I want to do this. And he was one of the best parts of The Watchmen. You flash forward a few years, and they go, we want him as a big bad in The Walking Dead. And he goes, and he's telling the story, and he goes, I don't know if they didn't tell my agent who it was going to be, as it was supposed to be a surprise or anything. And I was just like, is it fucking Negan? And my agent pauses and goes, I'll have to call you back. He goes, no, it's fucking Negan, and I'm fucking doing it. And like the 5 years between The Watchmen and now, he was just like, I'm reading comic books because this is awesome. And I'm really glad that people are now doing that, you know? That they can see reasons to be excited for him. Another reason why you shouldn't worry about The Defenders only being 8 episodes, Stranger Things was only 8 episodes, and that show was awesome.
So I haven't seen it.
It's 8 episodes, man.
I just got things to do, okay?
It's 8 you can watch it in like fucking, you watch 1 episode, you're an eighth of the way done.
That is how that works, Bill, yes.
You're almost done with the story, man. Almost.
You're basically done with the show after 1.
Yeah, you might as well just stop.
If you could stop after 1, I applaud you, because that show is fantastic. Batman problems, Birch.
I haven't read all the stuff about this, but I've basically heard that the script for Ben Affleck's solo film, which
The Batman,
I believe did he officially say that's what it is?
Yep. Not
okay, it's called The Batman. Yeah, no, I'm down with it. The Batman, it seems pretty simple. Is that they've had to do some rewrites, and WB might be getting their hands on it now, because WB is basically panicking ever since Suicide Squad, like, did not do as well as they wanted.
Don't they realize by them fucking with it is why it wasn't so good?
Deathstroke is still the villain. And was there something else?
No,
that
it was
happened
basically someone said the script needs a lot of work, and they said it's gonna make $1 billion anyways because it's just Batman. Everyone's gonna go see it. Don't fucking worry about it. Just make it. So Warner Brothers not learning.
I don't know. I have like this much interest in DC Cinematic Universe right now.
Yeah. When are we pulling the plug on this? When are we gonna stop?
Wonder Woman sucks.
Oh, okay. Wonder Woman's are cut off.
If Wonder Woman sucks.
Wonder Woman, please don't suck. Please don't suck. Just because I don't want it to. Okay. And
I think no matter what, Justice League has the potential to at least be like, holy shit, we're watching a Justice League movie. But that can't last the whole 2 hours, so they gotta make it good.
I think the DC Universe's biggest misstep was not incorporating the TV universe. and just leaving it separate.
Yeah, I have to agree.
That was a big mistake.
I have to agree that they had something that was pre-establishedly great,
Mm.
and they ignored it and shunned it.
There's no reason Grant Gustin should not be the Flash. In
That being said, I'm willing
Unless you
to give
went-
this guy a chance.
oh yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything wrong with him. I'm just saying there's
Everybody
no
loves
reason they
Grant
could-
Gustin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Finally, more news on Alien Covenant, and Ridley Scott still hasn't learned his lesson. He's a fucking idiot.
What's going on with Alien Covenant, Bill? Hey, speaking of Ridley Scott, you know another movie he did?
What did he do?
I'm trying to get your counter back to
I'm
zero.
not doing it. Mm-mm. Blade Runner 2 is called Blade Runner 2040, I believe. I don't know. But
Hey.
Alien. Okay, so Covenant is a colony ship landing on a planet that looks near perfect. This was apparently leaked. Nobody knows if it's 100% sure, but then like creature shop prosthetics were shown, and I swear to put it down, leave my series alone. Please stop raping my series. Please. That's what you're doing. Oh, okay, so they land on a planet that looks near perfect, except on the far side of the planet they find the ship from Prometheus with David still on it. The black goo has gotten into the spores of the planet, and now spores infect the crew. That causes the parasites to grow inside of them, and instead of chest bursters, they have back bursters, and they're apparently pale white aliens or nanomorphs. Oh, Jesus Christ. The one thing that is cool, now from what was leaked, that's official is that Fassbender will be playing two characters in this movie. He'll be playing David, and I don't remember what the other robot's called, but he's the newer version of David. And the newer version does not like the older versions. And I'm like, that could be cool to see. Other than that, Ridley Scott, stop touching my series. I'm gonna have to take it to a therapist and show where you've touched it on the no squares. That's news you can use, people. I'm so over this. I'm just. It's a funeral at this point for my Alien series. Just shoot it and put it down, please. Jesus,
Jeez, please.
please save me. Trailer Park. Who wants to start?
Oh, well, we can do the Rogue One really quick.
Rogue One.
Rogue One, bitch.
Rogue
No,
Squadron, the movie.
Rogue Squadron. Rogue One released another international trailer, and we get some more shots of Jin's father, played by Mads Mikkelsen. We can get confirmation that he built the Death Star, or he helped them build the Death Star.
Probably like the guy who put everything together. What he said he was gonna his character is supposed to be close to I'm blanking on his name. The guy who figured out how to split an atom. Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
That he realizes what he's doing is incredibly wrong. So continue.
Which is probably gonna be very interesting. Got one more shot of Vader turning around.
The fuck do you want? Oh, we see that that Alderaan isn't the first test planet.
Yeah.
So,
Looks like they were blowing up another one.
but I have a feeling that since it's not blowing up like Alderaan did, that it's not the weapon, calibration isn't correct. Because it shows like this whole like 2012 like destruction event. So it'll be exciting to see.
Did I can't remember in Star Wars, did they say it was the first time they used the weapon on Alderaan?
They said we're ready to test this station's power.
So I
Something
feel
like
like probably after the events of Rogue One with this Grand Admiral probably dying, spoilers, but Tarkin probably
He's not around, so yeah, he's probably dead.
Probably dead. Tarkin probably takes over, and that'll probably be like the last shot of this. Is like we need to have a proper test here. Take us out, Captain. I don't know.
Make it so.
Scorpius will be there wearing like, yes, Veta.
Yes.
Yes. I'm still uncomfortable about this movie. I don't know. It's just because it feels overall pointless still in my brain. Because do they steal the Death Star plans? Here, let me go see it from 1977. Yes.
Oh, they did.
Yes, they do.
They got them.
Gonna go in an R2 unit. Spoilers. So I don't know how I feel about this yet.
I like the tone of it. It feels like the least. Well, it feels like a Star Wars movie, but it also doesn't, and I like that. Like it feels like something else. Like it doesn't. And they said they're not going to open the movie with the crawl, the opening crawl,
because the opening crawl is only for the actual episodes. That the stories won't. But I do have to say that, like, I think trailer 2 finally showed an ATST just walking down the city blowing shit up, and I was like, oh, it's my childhood. And I kind of got excited, but I'm still worried about this movie because I don't know if I'll be watching it going, this is utterly pointless.
They get the plans.
They get the plans.
And I'll bet everyone gets killed after they get the plans transported to Leia.
I don't like that they're these ragtag. I mean, I understand that they're supposed to be a ragtag group, but it feels like too cliche. Like, we're a ragtag group of individuals that all have special abilities, and this guy's blind. And you're just like, what the fuck?
What?
It feels a little too cliche. I don't know. Did anybody else get that vibe? Because if not, I'll shut the hell up about it.
No, I get what you mean.
LB, Trailer Park. Which one do you want to talk about next?
Because the only one I've seen, Valerian, and the City of 1,000 Planets.
LB, you watched the trailer?
I watched. That's the only other trailer I've seen. Yeah.
Birch, did you watch the trailer?
Wait, which one?
Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets.
No, I saw I saw news things about it though.
LB, what do you take on this?
I had 3 takes. First of all, it's directed by the guy who did Fifth Element and some of those taxi movies. And what do you want? Didn't he do a Moulin Rouge too? Or is that someone else?
I think that's somebody else. We'll look it up. Continue talking, I'll look it up.
Anyway, and I thought this looks pretty good at first. And then the trailer kept going. I'm like, I don't know. 99% of these characters are CG.
Yeah.
And 99% of everything is CG except these 2 human live-action characters.
I enjoy.
But it gave me. It had a very Guardians of the Galaxy feel to it.
Yeah.
But maybe in the trailer the CG's unpolished or something because it just didn't look great.
It didn't look fantastic. Oh, he did Leon the Professional. I did not know that. Oh, that's great.
Guessing.
Okay. I'm glad there's something this fucking weird. You know? That it just looks bizarro at times. And I'm happy that it's there. Because we've been sorely missing stuff like that. You know? It feels like a spiritual successor in the way that the city runs to the Fifth Element. Just weird shit going on. And you're like, okay, so everything has this like own... Like, they still do their own stuff. It's kind of cool. All right, I'm kind of for it. But you're right. There's so much CG minus these 2 characters that it feels a little weird.
I got him mixed up with the Boss Luhrmann. That's who did Moulin Rouge.
Yeah. So...
But yeah, it's just every character is CG.
Except Harry Osborn and the Enchantress.
Yes.
So I'm going to keep it on my radar, but I'm very hesitant about it. I don't know. You the same way, Helby?
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably watch it at some point.
I mean, I'll watch it sooner or later, and unless it like gets a good review, I won't see it in theaters though. I guess we'll do Ghost in the Shell has been coming out with more small, like little half trailers, I guess you'd call it. I'm not sure. Where they're like only a minute long and they show you like one clip or something. And they are very faithful renditions from the anime. And I'm starting to get excited for it. I don't know if anybody else is, but then again, I watched Ghost in the Shell when I was growing up when it came to America. I don't know. You guys have any feelings or thoughts about it?
I don't know this one very well.
Scarlett Johansson in a naked suit.
I haven't seen it.
I don't know next to nothing about it, Bill. Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. It got a lot of backlash for having Scarlett Johansson in a
naked suit.
No, in a role of an anime, and everyone feels like it should be an Asian actor.
Oh, it's
the
this
whitewashing.
again. Okay.
Yeah, and I wasn't kind of for it then because I was like, I don't really want to see Ghost in the Shell movie. That's not an anime. I don't know how I feel. But it looks like they're just taking the anime and making it live action. They're not adding anything to it, which could really, really work. You know? I don't know. It's now piqued my interest. And the last thing in the trailer park before a break is that there's another fucking Underworld movie. At this point, is it like the new Land Before Time? Is it the Fast and the Furious? They keep making them. I don't even know what number this is. 5, 6, 7? Fuck it, I don't know. Kate.
I couldn't tell you.
Kate Beckinsale. Which one is this? Which Kate is this? Beckinsale?
Yes.
Blanchett?
Beckinsale.
Beckinsale still looks great in a corset. We're all right. But still, fucking put it to rest. We're going to do a real quick break, I guess, and come back to you with the definitive top 30 action movies of all time, because we're right, go fuck yourself.
We are the definitives.
Stay tuned.
What'd you do, Bill?
For all those who don't know, we are definitely not safe for work, and that was Guys Night's Die Hard, the music video. The part where they just say yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, over and over.
Hey, motherfucker.
So, we did this last month, our definitive 31 Halloween movies to watch every night in October, with the most fitting one to be on Halloween, LB's pick, Halloween. That's clearly number one. You can't dispute that at all. Period. No way. So, a bunch of my friends in Chicago do this, where they do Mansgiving, which every Thanksgiving, since they're away from their family, they all meet up. They buy Man's meals or whatever that frozen meal thing is, and they watch Hungry Man's. Nothing but Hungry Man's. Mario Bill does this, by the way, and I fucking love it. It's amazing. And they do this thing where you have to pick. It's a blind pick, and everyone has to come with an action movie star, and you can't have the same action movie star more than 1 year. So, like, certain people are on a ban list. So, like, say 1 year, LB picks Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger is off next year. You can't pick him again. And so you pick a name, and then you have to pick. You pick a name out of the thing, and then you have to pick an action movie, and then everybody sits around watching those action movies, and then everybody judges you off of that action movie. It's Mansgiving. I always wanted to go. I can't. So, in honor of that, we are doing our top 30 action movies of all time, because we are the greatest, the bestest ever. This is the definitive list. You can't argue with it. This is the action movie list. So we're in a popcorn it. So whoever's gonna go, we're gonna go 10 to 1. We're gonna try to go real fast. Again, 2 and 1 we can talk a little bit more about, but we should be pretty fast on all of these. We're gonna start with LB with your number 10, please.
I feel the need for speed.
Speed?
Right? Is that the quote? No, it's Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Yeah, that's Danger Zone.
Danger Zone.
Yeah. Oh wait, maybe that was the right stuff. I don't know.
No, that's Top Gun.
That's Top Gun.
That's Top Gun.
Great Balls of Fire. Top Gun. How can you not like Top Gun? It's got
Volleyball scene.
Airplanes, jet fighters,
Volleyball scene.
Russian jet fighters, the MiGs,
Volleyball scene.
volleyball scene.
Val
You know.
Kilmer in shape.
Goose, man.
Goose, yeah, no. You are the
And-
worst at describing what you like movies.
Everyone knows Top Gun. I don't have to describe it. You know Top Gun.
Yep.
You don't know Top Gun? Go watch it now. It's great. You'll laugh. You'll cry.
You'll cry.
Goose.
Goose.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Goose
Spoilers.
dies.
All right, Birch.
Okay.
Number
My
10.
number 10 is Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh,
I remember watching this movie for the first time when I was like 15 years old. My dad was like, "You ever seen this?" I'm like, nope. He's like, "We have it on VHS. Watch it." And I did,
Oh.
and I think it's the perfect blend of really funny and also really actually thrilling. Like the big climax when they're the shootout at the house is, I think, the mansion is really, really well done.
Iron Man 3.
it's
I mean,
it's really cool to see. You know, it's one of those weird like movies that I can't really describe to most people, because it's like Eddie Murphy's doing a stand-up bit in an action movie, and it works super well.
mhm.
It
Surprisingly well.
right. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my 10.
Number
Bill.
10. No, okay. My number
It's all
10.
10.
My number 10 is The Transporter. And I was super hesitant about putting this on my list at all, because I fucking hate the story. The story belittles itself. It tears down everything cool about the movie. And the only reason why it made it on there is because I remember the DVD doesn't have just a scene selection list. There's an action scene selection list. So if you just want to watch X action scene, you can click to it and it goes straight
Come
to
on
it.
in.
And you're just like, yeah, no, And then I started going, there are a lot of great action scenes in this. The whole party fight scene. My favorite one is the bus fight scene that turns into the covering himself in grease and kicking off bicycle grips to walk around in the grease while everybody slips off of him. This movie is just an action scene to action scene movie. The plot sucks, but it's Jason Statham before he was overstayed his welcome as an action star. I think this was like his first action star movie, because he was known as the comedic role from Lock, Stock, and Snatch.
Mhm.
So that's my number 10.
Yeah.
Are we just gonna keep going around like this? Just going
Might
around
as
and around.
well.
All right, LB number
So-
9.
I have The Rocketeer.
Good shit.
If you haven't seen The Rocketeer, it's like Top Gun. You gotta see it. Go see it.
It's
is-
a definitive
this
thing of
is
my
a-
childhood.
Based on the comics, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, comics. The Rocketeer. So this guy stumbles across a jetpack, supposed to, like a military, secret project, and he uses it to become a hero. The Rocketeer. He flies around with a jetpack and a cool helmet made from a radio,
And more importantly, he fights Nazis. And anytime
and
you
he
fight
fights
Nazis,
Nazis.
Timothy Dalton
in-
is a Nazi.
He fights Nazis in a Zeppelin. I mean,
What more could you want?
what more could you want?
That's true. It really. Oh god, I haven't seen it in forever. Have you watched it recently?
Yes.
Is it still
It's
great?
still good.
Okay,
It's still
God.
great. It's still great.
I fucking love the.
It was
Rocket.
made early '90s. It's still great.
Yeah, it was in that start of the superhero boom, and nobody knew what to grab because no one knew if you could do Marvel movies properly. So everyone was scurrying for Batman-esque characters and like the
Mhm.
Rocketeer. He just has a jetpack. We can do that.
The Rocketeer is like 1930s Iron Man.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
That's what he is.
exactly what
He's
it is.
awesome.
It's great. I fucking love it. Oh, good. Birch, number 9.
Oh, good. X-Men First Class, which is still my favorite X-Men movie.
It's my favorite X-Men movie.
Yep. I love the story. I love the relationship between Xavier and Charles, or Charles and Eric, rather.
Xavier and Charles.
Him and himself. Yeah, and I think it's the action sequences they utilize the mutants' powers really, really well in this one. Yeah, that's what I got.
And the number one reason why you should love it, Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin
He
Bacon.
literally called up Fox and he said, "I haven't got enough to connect me to any big comic book movie yet. Can I come in?" And they're like, I guess.
You heard Jennifer Lawrence is going to be the new thing. He's like, I got to be in a movie with her right now.
They're like, we already kind of have the story lined up. We don't really need another villain. Yeah, well, I'm gonna do it.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
You don't say no to Kevin Bacon. I have a game made about him. My number 9 is, I don't know if you guys even know about this movie, A Long Kiss Goodnight.
I know of
Yes.
it. I've never seen it.
What's
Showed
her-
it to me, Bill.
You did not.
Sounds
show
like
it
a
to
romantic
me.
Gina
comedy.
Davis.
You did
Sounds
not.
like a
Gina
romantic
Davis.
Gina
comedy.
Davis. Gina Davis is in it. She plays this like school teacher. Is it? She's a school teacher
Yeah.
who doesn't remember anything after a certain point in her life. So she hires Sam Jackson to investigate her life, and this whole thing unravels, and it turns out she's a super assassin. And it's as ridiculous as it is, but it's so great because Sam Jackson still hasn't budded as this like ultimate badass actor yet in it. So he's kind of this goofball character, and like he sings to himself the Bad to the Bone music to remember to do stuff. He's like da 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 da, turn off the lights, da 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 da, lock the door. So like there's one point where he's just got the shit kicked out of him, and he's just like da na 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 na, put my gun in my pants, da na 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 na, I'm gonna shoot some bad guys. Just like, it's over the top cliche 90s action, but just with Gina Davis running down cars on ice skates and shooting somebody in the head. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Or in this
10
case,
out of 10
9 out of
watch.
10. Boom.
Boom.
LB number 8.
I've got where. Oh, that's your list, Birch. Dem- so I didn't put that movie on my list. I got Demolition Man.
LB, what's with the 3 seashells?
You don't know about the 3 seashells?
I don't know about the 3. Birch, have you seen Demolition Man?
No.
It is.
All right.
It is a classic.
Yeah. So Sylvester Stallone plays a cop who basically destroys an entire mall just to rescue this girl who's been kidnapped or whatever. And they're like, dude, you fucked up. We're going to have to put you in jail. And they put him in cryo prison. So they put him in cryostasis, and he wakes up like, I don't know, 30 years later or whatever.
I think it was like 50 or 60 years later or something like that.
Right, and the reason they thaw him is because this other criminal from his time
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes is on the loose. And he's been thawed, and he's like, you gotta track this guy down. And it's just him going around with Sandra Bullock, who's trying to explain to him
How the future works.
how the future works. And, you know, if you swear, you get a ticket
Yep.
from, like, a thing on the wall.
Yep.
And there's this great scene where he goes in the bathroom, and he's like, there's 3 seashells. How do I use these? And they're like, oh, you don't know. And he's like, he just spews a string of profanities, so he gets a bunch of tickets, and then he goes in the
Wipes his
bathroom.
ass with it.
Is it a comedy?
It's kind of it's an action comedy.
It's an early 90s action movie, so yes, it is a comedy. And it's
Yeah.
over the top ridiculousness that I absolutely love because there's this whole scene where like he saves the mayor or whatever, so he's going to take him out to a nice dinner, and Sandra Bullock is going, "We're going to Taco Bell." And he's like, "What?" And he goes, she goes, "Oh, you don't know. All restaurants are Taco Bell because after a giant earthquake, the only restaurant still standing was Taco Bell. So now all restaurants are Taco Bell."
All restaurants.
So they
are
go to
Taco
this
Bell.
this Taco Bell that is like a high-end restaurant where they don't serve tacos at all. And like they all listen to these things called what were they called, shorties or jingles or something like that, and they're all like 1930s and 1950s radio jingles for stuff. So there's this guy playing piano singing the Jolly Green Giant at Taco Bell. This movie is a
What?
masterpiece.
Also, Kiefer Sutherland's in it.
Is he?
No, not
Well,
Kiefer
now
Sutherland.
I'm reading this. That
Dennis Leary.
Los
Dennis
Dennis
Leary.
Leary. Why did I say Kiefer Sutherland? I don't know.
San
Dennis
Angeles.
San Angeles.
San Angeles.
Movie. Oh god, I love that movie.
You gotta watch it,
Because
Birch.
Wesley Snipes has
Okay.
this platinum blonde mohawk. It's so good. It's so good. My number 8 is not so good, but I love it. Is The 13th Warrior. Have you guys ever seen The 13th Warrior?
Mm.
This this is another one that I know of.
It stars Antonio Banderas. He's supposed to be playing an Arabian man because it's the 90s. Nobody cares.
No one gave a shit.
And he gets banished from his country because I think he fell in love with the leader's soon-to-be wife or something like that. He's sent off to be the foreign affairs agent, so to speak. And he goes to the north and runs into a bunch of Vikings. And the Vikings overhear that a king from a faraway land needs their help, for he's being plagued by monsters. So this evil witch starts pulling bones out to say who's gonna go, and they need 13 warriors, and they pick the 12 strongest, and the 13th one has to be an outsider, and it's Antonio Banderas. So he's forced to go on this trip, and he doesn't speak their language. And it is one of the coolest things that I've ever seen to this date with movies with foreign languages, is that he's trying to understand their language. And during like the whole opening title, he's listening to him because he's a storyteller, and he's listening and listening and listening. And all of a sudden you start hearing words. He starts hearing words that he knows. And it switches over, and he starts talking slower because he's speaking their language, and they make fun of him. And he says, like, probably like this one's mother saying his mom was a horse, and he goes, "My mother would be a beautiful stallion, while your mother's a dirty whore," or something like that. We just kind of go, "Oh, we're now speaking their language. This is great."
Oh,
That's like, there's a lot of small things that make me compound to like this film. It apparently got kicked the shit out of in the box office, and it's terrible critic release. But later I realized that this is a more realistic telling of Beowulf.
okay.
Because they go there, they can't, the Victory Hall is banished because anytime they party there, monsters show up. So they sleep there, and monsters show up, and they kill some, and they realize they're just people. So then they go, well, we're going to track them because one of them was bleeding, and they go up to this cave. And you realize that they're a cult of barbarians and cannibals, and that they only really have one woman, the mother. So they go and kill the mother. But when they go and kill the mother, they retaliate by causing the golden dragon to come down from the mountain, which is all of them carrying torches. And this is giant epic battle scene. And I'm gonna go, when it clicked, I went, holy shit, that's Beowulf. And I kind of love it because of it, despite all of its faults. It's Beowulf. And on top of that, Antonio Banderas isn't the hero. He's not. He doesn't have a hero. Like, he has a moment, but he never has a hero moment. So, LB, number 6. Number 7. 7.
Another one you're going to like, Hellboy.
I love Hellboy.
Hellboy is a great, I mean, it's another comic book movie. It's not gonna be yeah, it's a comic book movie. Hellboy, he's a demonic alien.
He's a demon from hell.
That kicks. Yeah, a demon from hell.
No,
the movie is more like
he's a demon from hell.
He's like a deep space demon.
No.
Yeah.
No, he's a demon from hell. That they opened a portal to the ancient ones of Cthulhian mythos. Know your Hellboy lore. Know it.
I'm just saying, the way the movie presented it.
No.
The portal was to deep space.
It was.
And they were aliens. So.
Look, Roger, a dead alien. Anyways, Ron Perlman's greatest role.
Ron Perlman. I mean, I've never seen a Ron Perlman movie I didn't like. Even a really shitty movie. Doug Jones as Abe Sapien.
And Selma Blair is a smoking hottie.
Mm-hmm. And even the guy who plays the straight character, the agent.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good. John Hurt's in it.
Pretty good. John Hurt. Well, and the villains, the automated man.
Yep.
Mechanical man guy.
What's his name? Oh god, it's hurting.
I don't care.
Doesn't matter. No, it's a great movie. It's a good movie.
Have you seen it, Birch?
No. I haven't seen a lot of your movies, actually.
I see that.
Yep.
Birch, number 7.
Number 7. Wait, did we just jump 8?
No, we just did 8.
Did I do 8?
Did you do 8?
We skipped his 8. We went from my 8 to your 8. We skipped his 8.
I'll just do it real quick. It's
What's
Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. It's the Pirates movie that is solid all around and not weird because of Johnny Depp being weird or Disney being weird.
Johnny Depp being in a supportive role
Mhm.
and not the lead character. Oh, that's a good
Jack
one.
Sparrow's not the lead character.
There's a good
it's
adventure
Will
romp
Smith.
for me. What's your number
Yep.
7?
Number 7 is The Avengers, which I still consider to be the best team movie from Marvel. Age of Ultron doesn't work for me as much. I still like it generally, but it doesn't work for me as much as the first one. Yeah, that's about it.
It's the Avengers. I mean, it's
The Avengers. Like,
you.
y'all seen it?
It's Marvel's big gambit. It paid off. It was awesome to see that final fight scene was epic on all scales.
Mm-hmm.
Dodoy. My number 7 was Black Hawk Down.
Mm,
Everybody seen it? Yes, Birch.
yeah.
Yeah. This is probably my definitive favorite war film, because just from the get go, it's a meat grinder.
Mm.
It just it's not pretty, and I love it. And 1 billion actors are in it. 1 billion.
It's a huge movie.
It's a huge. And Orlando Bloom's in it for 2 seconds and gets thrown out of a helicopter and breaks his back. 10 out of 10. What's not to love? Oh, number 6.
What is my number 6? My number 6. Oh, of course, RoboCop.
That's your number 6?
Yeah.
That's not your number 1?
I mean, it's got some problems, Bill.
Ladies and gentlemen, Obi funded that RoboCop statue in Detroit. He still hasn't gotten his shirt or his
And
name.
they still haven't built the statue.
They still haven't built the statue.
I got a RoboCop shirt now.
Oh, do you?
It's
Did
not
they
that
send it to
shirt.
you?
No,
Then I
not
don't
I got
care.
one for one.
Then I don't care.
It was
So
free
RoboCop.
though.
RoboCop.
It was free, so I'm okay.
RoboCop.
It was a loot crate that someone didn't want. So
RoboCop.
anyway, RoboCop.
Robo.
Alex Murphy, classic story, gets shot a bunch
by Red from that 70s show.
by Red from that '70s show, who hasn't aged a day between RoboCop and that '70s
nowadays.
show. And then he gets, of course, turned into a robot. I mean, what else would you expect?
And then he just murders people. Who?
Then he turns into the Punisher and goes
Just
back
kill
and
everyone.
kills everyone responsible for his basic death and separation from his family because he can't go back to his family. It's sad
It is.
and awesome.
Can I just say that the first time I watched that movie, I was watching with a few people at Central,
Oh,
and
I'm sorry.
one guy told me, he goes, "This movie is fucking ridiculous." Before it starts, he goes, "I just want you to know this." Okay, here we go. And we watched it, and it totally was, but it was great.
It was
Yeah.
everything you want it to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously it's very satirical, which all of
It's supposed
Paul
to be.
Verhoeven's films are.
Yeah.
What?
It's supposed to be, because that's what he does.
Right. It's
Even
sad- yeah.
even what's that? Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah, that's
Which
yeah.
they're remaking. Why? Can't remake that. That's classic.
Everything gets a remake, Bill. You get a remake. I get a remake.
LB, you got anything more to say about RoboCop other than Robo and Cop?
Detroit needs RoboCop.
New Detroit needs RoboCop.
The nation
needs
needs RoboCop.
RoboCop. I can get behind that. The nation needs RoboCop. Birch, number 6.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990. Because I was on Wikipedia, it put it as an action film, and
It
I love
is.
this movie. So it's my number 6.
I mean, gee, I sure hope there's more of those guys. I can go with this movie all day. I love this movie.
I do hope there's more of them.
Wise man says forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. Come on! Hard time finding the place. Sorry, dude.
2 minutes late, dude.
Dude.
Yeah, that's a lovely movie.
That movie, it is still the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie to date.
Yes.
There will not be a better Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
No. And anybody who thinks 2 is better, I slap you in the face.
People think 2 is better.
Some people do because they have those blinders on until they go back and rewatch it and realize that 1 is actually rewatchable and 2 isn't.
Isn't.
So the rat has a name.
So the rat
Was it the rat
has a name.
Or should I say,
It had
a
a
name?
Nah.
My number 6 is Mad Max Fury Road. I wasn't sure. Like, Fury Road and I have a weird bond. I didn't find it as amazing as everybody else did because I grew
Neither
up.
did I. I think I need to watch it again.
I grew up with Mad Max, so I knew what I was getting into. So everybody was like, "Oh my god, it's unlike anything I've ever seen." And I'm like, "Here's 3 movies that says differently."
Yeah.
You know, but honestly, I couldn't put Road Warrior on over it simply because it is literally a remake of Road Warrior and does everything better. And on top of that, to be made nowadays without using much CG and the car stunts they did do, I felt like it needed to be on the list. At least if and I put a note on it that said if anybody had it on their list, I would take it off because it has to be on the list somewhere. Just because of the sheer stunts and everything else about it is worth watching for an action movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing enough to watch the old Mad Max movies and see what they pulled off with just practical effects. And then when you watch this one, you assume, oh, they
It's
just
CG.
CG'd everything. But
No,
they didn't.
because
And a lot of it's...
the same director over
Yeah.
all
Yep.
4 films, and he says, "This is mine, and I do it my way," and it paid off big for them. So, going into the top 5, LB, what's your number 5? What the
Another Jason Statham movie, Crank.
Rank.
Crank.
I love the Crank series.
Yeah. I think we watched the second one in theaters.
We did, and our roommate was so disappointed because he loved Crank 1 so much, and we were just laughing because like, that's great.
Yeah. Because Crank 2 just makes a mockery of Crank, which is awesome.
Which is great because Crank 1 makes a mockery of action films.
Yes. Crank 1 is a nonstop action movie from the very beginning. It's just he's always, if he has to, that's the plot. He has to keep moving or else his heart's going to stop. So he's constantly moving, constantly keeping his adrenaline up and just kicking the shit out of people. And it's awesome. I'm not sure, is this the one or is it the second one where he puts a defib on himself to
I think that's 2, since 2 had to do with electricity.
Oh, that's right. 2, he had electrically charged.
Yeah.
This one, the first one was adrenaline.
Adrenaline, so he was drinking Rockstar the whole time.
Yeah.
And snorting nose spray and stuff like that.
And I don't remember the plot. I don't remember why he was doing any of it. I don't care.
To get
It was
revenge.
just-
To get revenge.
Yeah. Well, didn't he have to fix his problem too?
He was trying to get his doctor there to fix his problem, but when the doctor finally showed up, it was too far gone. So they gave him the best he could just to go kill the guy. And he does.
There you go.
Birch, topping off your halfway mark.
Boondock Saints. I love this movie. It's not
You
only
and
is
your
this
fucking
is it
rope.
there was a firefight. Honestly, Willem Dafoe is like my favorite part of the whole thing.
Oh, he
But,
steals the whole show.
Yeah, he's like my favorite part of the entire thing. No, I just think the Boondock Saints it's great because it's like I love what they're doing, but I also am like, oh, you guys are being complete vigilantes and you're monsters, but you're also really badass and you are doing this for a good cause. So yeah, I love that. I love their how they execute people. It's chilling when they do the ritual.
Yep.
Yeah, just a solid film.
Yeah, I saw it before I went to college. Loved it. Like so many things, when you get to college, realize that everybody else loves it and kind of get blown out of proportion. You know? But it's still great movie. My number 5 is Captain America: The Winter Soldier,
The Winter Soldier.
which is my favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movie to date. Still, it does everything right.
It's gonna be hard to beat that one.
It's gonna be really hard to beat that one. Like, I had a lot of rules on my list, and I was hesitant to put it on there because one of my rules was, you could if it was a subgenre of something else, if the subgenre took it over, it couldn't be an action movie. Like LB, what was one of yours on your list? I don't know. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't put it on my list because though it was an action movie, I thought it was still a family movie. Not in the sense of a family would go see it, but they're family. It's a comic book movie before it's just a straight action movie. So for Captain America: Winter Soldier, I was like, is it an action movie or is it more of a political thriller? And then I started going, Yeah, but when they take on the boat, that action scene's awesome. And when he fights the pirate, that's really cool. And God, that elevator fight scene is one of the best in the whole MCU. And the ending is just a firefight. Yeah, it's on the list.
You know what? Put it on the list.
Put it on the list. So that's where it is. Like, I don't really feel like I need to say anything because it does. This movie I was worried about because the first Avenger was just okay, and I was worried that they were going to rush the Winter Soldier storyline. But then Marvel just blew me away with what they did with Bucky, with Hydra, with Shield, and making Cap what Cap is still. Like the whole man out of his element, out of time, nails it with amazing action scenes and making Captain America someone to watch. Because in the Avengers, you're like, why are we watching this guy? Fuck him, get Tony Stark back. Winter Soldier, Captain America someone to watch. LB, number 4.
Do we skip Birch?
No,
No,
Oh, wait.
not this time.
not this time. Birch did the Boondock Saints.
Oh, okay. My number 4 is Aliens.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's straightforward. I mean, the first one, horror film. This one, more of a,
I again, this is me in my series. Let me be. I never found this as an action movie.
No?
It was like there's one action scene, maybe 2. I won't dispute with you why it's on your list. It's fantastic. It was always more of a metaphor for the Vietnam War to me. Like just despair and the horrors of war, and never an action movie. But I continue.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, this is where it's not just the one alien hunting everyone down. There's the full-on assault by multiple aliens, xenomorphs, and even with all the gunpowder and the
what?
firepower, what?
A bug hunt.
Even with all of their
Just cool.
firepower, it shows the xenomorphs are just an unstoppable force.
Yep, and also it does. This movie has influenced so much pulp culture and video games and other movies themselves.
Yeah.
That it's hard not to see what this did right. You know, like you like Halo. Halo owes
StarCraft,
everything.
etc.
StarCraft, everything. Like this movie made. Here's a one-dimensional grunt, and we're gonna make you care about him. The movie. That's what it is.
Each of those characters, despite being one-dimensional, has more personality than the lead characters of many other movies.
No, I agree. You mean you may only have a short time with people like Frost or Deacon and stuff, but you remember who they are. You know, you have characters that are memorable, and when they die, you kind of feel like, oh, I was hoping they would be here longer. You know, or the people who do stay around. There's a reason why Bill Paxton is awesome. This movie, Bill Paxton. Michael Biehn.
Paxton.
Great. Sigourney Weaver becomes that action star heroine. And let's never forget, get away from her, you bitch.
Birch?
4.
Jurassic Park.
The
first Jurassic Park is fun. It's exciting. It's got Jeff Goldblum. It's got dinosaurs.
Sam Neill.
What the hell else can you want? Sam Neill. Like, it doesn't get any better than that.
They put it out in 3D like a few years ago. If you haven't seen it, shame on you.
That was the first time I saw it ever in 3D in theaters. That one time back in like 2012.
Just fucking go.
And
I can't believe
yep.
you missed the whole me dragging everybody to go see it for $3 at college.
I was supposed to go to that, but then I think I had to study for an exam or something.
I told you to shut the fuck up about exams. It's Jurassic Park
I
time.
remember you saying those exact words to my face.
I was
exams. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park's in theaters. It's $3, but I have exams. I've never seen it. Reason to go see Jurassic Park. My number 4 is Dredd, the Carl Urban Judge Dredd reboot. If you haven't seen this, you owe it to yourself. This is a solid action film from beginning to end. I saw it in theaters. I wish I saw it in 3D. It's unapologetic, it's brutal, and it's simple. And Carl Urban nails Judge Dredd. And he never takes his helmet off. Fuck you, Sly Stallone. I don't, like, here's the thing. This was almost my second place movie. This and my second place movie are almost interchangeable. 3 never changes. 3 can't change. We'll get to that. But, like, Dredd is easily will be within my top 10 action movies for a long, long time. LB, we're in the sacred top 3. What's your number 3?
I had to get a Bruce Willis movie in here,
Bruce
and
Willis?
I couldn't think of a better one that wasn't Die Hard. that is The Fifth Element.
You mean Die Hard 5?
Die Hard 5 in space.
In space.
Die Hard in space. Obviously, this is another Luke Besson film like the one you had. Like we were talking about earlier, Valerian.
Yep, Valerian.
It's sci-fi, but there's a lot of great action sequences, a lot of gunfights and explosions, and the planet about to be fucking destroyed, and it's fantastic.
Gary Oldman plays an amazing villain.
You wouldn't even know it was Gary Oldman. It's like he doesn't look like any other character he's ever played.
Yeah, and then something I don't think enough people really appreciate is the amazing cuts between certain scenes and the editing, where there's someone will say something in one scene and another scene will answer it while going on a totally different plot, and is really real sharp, really good, real good shit.
Yeah, like they'll cut back and forth between, like when the space plane's taking off, they'll cut back and forth between them preparing the plane and Ruby Rod
Bang
basically just about to bang a flight attendant.
Or like when Gary Oldman thinks he's gonna have these elements that he needs, and he's like, "What the hell's going on here?" And I'll cut to Mia Jovovich explaining everything in an alien language that no one can explain, and you're just like, "Oh, so that's what's going on." And it cuts back, like, "We're saved," and it cuts back to Gary Oldman. I'm screwed.
Yeah, and it's a very well developed universe, despite being a one-off film.
And Bruce Willis plays Bruce Willis in space.
I am talking about Bruce Willis. Yeah, it's Bruce Willis in space.
Bruce Willis in space. Mia Jovovich plays this ultimate badass. So again, another awesome action heroine. Heroine.
Yeah, that's the thing we didn't even talk about. She's on her own is awesome as the action hero. I mean, it's mostly a Bruce Willis movie, but her character is actually very strong.
She's you can say, oh, that kind of falls apart at the end, but you realize that she's only been born for like 3 days, like or gained consciousness, so she's learning a lot of things and feelings, but she's still like this super badass, and it's great, and a lot of natural like prosthetics and actual effects went into that movie, and that's why it still holds up today. Great movie.
All right,
Birch 3
Raiders.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. My favorite Indiana Jones movie.
My favorite Indiana Jones movie too.
You have
that opinion.
Harrison Ford at his prime. Shia LaBeouf is not in it
at all.
Pro.
and no
Shia LaBeouf is not in it.
No character is treated like a worthless comedic part. Cough, Last Crusade. Cough, Marcus. Cough, Sala.
Great villains. Nazis. Scary villains. He fights Nazis. There's that scene where he shoots the guy with the swords. It's funny.
It's great.
It's a really good movie.
Oh, no, it's great. It's
can't forget the submarine ride.
I don't know how he did that. He's Aquaman. Yeah, no. Raiders isn't on my list because it's more of an adventure film to me. But I had it hurt me. It hurt me so hard to cut that movie from my list because Raiders is fantastic. The bar fight scene, great. All the chase scenes.
Yep.
The giant Nazi on the airport on the runway. Oh god, fuck, the movie's so perfect.
circus attraction Nazi, the strong man.
Literally just a strong man where he's just like, get up, hit me. My number 3 is the only Arnold Schwarzenegger movie on our lists.
Yeah. No. Nope.
No?
No.
Does he show up
I
somewhere
mean,
else?
no, because you got
Yep.
Where is this? Is this on somebody else coming up?
Yep.
Okay. All right. This one is my personal favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie because it works so well. It's Predator. The first half of this movie is a generic Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. A group of badasses go into Central America and kill a bunch of people, and it's awesome. And then halfway through, a predator, an alien hunter, starts hunting them. And suddenly these one-note characters start developing parts. I believe his name's... Is it Bill Dukes? Is that his name?
Bill Dukes, yeah.
Yeah. He has one of the greatest arcs I've ever seen in an action movie. Like, it's shockingly how well he does it when his friend dies and he starts to go insane because he's over grief, and it's great. Coming down to this titanic fight between Arnold with mud all over him and this giant dreadlocked alien, and it's just a fist fight of death and destruction with some of the greatest lines ever uttered in movie history, such as "Run, go, get to the chopper, and
do the job.
do it right here, kill me, I'm right here, do it, and you're one ugly motherfucker.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
If it bleeds, we can kill it." This movie, it has everything. Giant action scenes, testosterone, the movie. Like, opening scene is like them doing this arm wrestling in the air. He's like, "What's the matter, Dylan? See, I have you pushing too many pencils?" It's great. I love this movie. It's great. It's great.
It's great. I
It's great.
approve.
Approve. Mexico will pay for the sequel. I'll be number 2. What's your number 2 movie of all time? Action movie.
Speaking of
Arnold?
Arnold Schwarzenegger movies,
Arnold.
I've got The Terminator.
Ooh, really? Not Terminator 2?
No, I'm not a big fan of Terminator 2.
Okay. I mean,
Because the kid annoys the shit out of me.
oh no, the kid annoyed the shit out of me, and that's why it never made my list. It's just most people widely accept Terminator 2 as being the greatest action movie, period. So tell me why Terminator 1 is better, because our list is always right.
Terminator 1, you don't have one nearly unstoppable machine protecting someone from an unstoppable machine. You have people just running for their frickin' lives from this unstoppable fucking killing machine. And, I mean, what else do you want? You got chase sequences, you got gunfights, you got a great
Performances.
performances.
On top of that, there is, like you said, part of the problem with Terminator 2 for me is that after a while, it's just one robot fighting another robot. It's gonna, no one's gonna get hurt. Let's keep moving. And in this one, when the Terminator shows up, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? And then when you finally see the exoskeleton, it's like almost a horror film, and it's great. And spoilers, your hero dies before the monster's dead.
Yep.
It's I remember watching that little going, he's supposed to stop. I looked at my dad like, this isn't right.
But
Kyle Reese is supposed to kill the Terminator, and he goes, just keep watching. I'm like, he's gonna get back up, right? No,
he's dead.
he's dead. So yeah, no, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. I like Terminator 1 more than Terminator 2.
Yep.
Good shit. Also, good Arnold Schwarzenegger choice. Good job. Sir. Good show.
Yeah, because he doesn't talk much.
He doesn't talk much.
You have to remember it's his presence is what,
Yeah.
you know.
Plus, it's another one of those great moments where it wasn't written to be an amazing tagline. It did with the "I'll be back," you know, and seeing him just murder people named Sarah Connor. God, that's scary.
Yeah, because that's in the first movie. He's in the police station. He says, "I'll be back," and then he drives
A truck
a vehicle
He's
into the police station.
He's like, "I'm looking for Sarah Connor," and she's like, "He's in interrogation. You can't see her right now." He goes, "I'll be back," and then just minutes later, truck. And Lance Henderson is in it.
Lance Henriksen, can't go wrong.
Yeah, can't go wrong. Michael Biehn, Lance Henriksen, Arnold. Great shit. Birch! Number 2.
Casino Royale. This is, I think, honestly, even with Skyfall, which is a great movie, this is still my favorite of the Daniel Craig Bond movies.
It's a lot like, Raiders or The Last Crusade. You can't go wrong. If you say Casino Royale, I won't argue with you. And I don't expect you to argue with me when I say Skyfall's my favorite. It just is.
And this one reignited a love and appreciation for Bond. And I went back after watching this, and I just rewatched a whole bunch of old classic Bond films, and just was like, wow, this is really great. I love the characters, I love the acting, the story is engaging, the action sequences are fantastic. And it kicked off a new franchise, which is mostly pretty good. Skyfall's great.
Quantum's okay.
Spectre's not.
Spectre's a waste.
Mm-hmm.
No, I remember I saw Casino in theaters with my dad and my brother because we were like, all right, let's give this Daniel Craig his due, and we walked out going, we finally have Bond, because Pierce Brosnan got really corny really fast, and I remember when I was super young and my dad took me to go see GoldenEye. And I'm like, oh, Bond's back, this is great, and then we saw Tomorrow Never Dies, and we're like, oh god, Bond's gone again. So it's like, then like everyone's like, oh, Bond's blonde, it's gonna be terrible, and I was like, well, give him his due. And I was like, the parkour scene with this guy doing all this parkour and Daniel Craig just being a blunt instrument of destruction. It sets up who he is. Nothing really beats that opening bathroom kill where he's literally killing a guy underwater, and you're just like, what the fuck am I watching?
And he gets that license to kill, and it's
so good.
Yep.
And then all the way through, again, why this didn't make my list was that so much was focused on the card game. But I know that's wrong, because the stairwell scene is amazing. The whole chase through Venice is great. And then really just cementing him as Bond at that very end where he shoots Mr. White from out of nowhere and just walks up.
love that damn scene.
James Bond.
I fucking love that scene.
Yeah. Great pick, sir. Good shit.
Thank you.
My number 2 is one day I will make Chris Birch watch this movie, John Wick. John Wick. Okay. Premise of John Wick. John Wick is a retired hitman. His wife dies from a disease. His wife sends him a dog before dying, saying, you can't just love your car, you need to love something. And then Theon Greyjoy, being a punk Russian bastard, steals his car, kills his dog, and leaves him for dead. Simple. Straightforward.
Simple.
And then the greatest action scenes ever put to film are played out. With Keanu Reeves, you're expecting to be, oh, Keanu Reeves. This movie does a better Hitman movie than the Hitman movies in one scene where he goes into a nightclub and starts murdering everyone with style and gung fu, like not Matrix gun fu, but like you need to look up Keanu Reeves his practices and like training for it. It is insane. Literally insane what he did, and it's great to watch. And he even kicked it up a notch because John Wick Part 2 is coming out soon, and I'm just like gung ho. I saw it in theaters when Interstellar came out, and after watching both of them, I picked the right movie. So John Wick, deserving my number 2. LB, we're in our number 1 spots. What's your number 1?
I had to preface this with an explanation. That when I thought of what would be my favorite action movie of all time, I didn't necessarily pick the best movie or the best or even the one I enjoy the most. I just thought of, when I think of an action movie, this is what I think of.
Yeah.
It's just the first movie that pops to my mind. And it's Independence Day.
Shit, yeah.
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 It's obviously another kind of sci-fi movie, but from beginning to end,
Exactly.
it's just freaking explosions. You got the one of the best scenes isn't even the when they're fighting the aliens with in their fighter jets. It's when the what is it? Will Smith's character's wife, I believe, is running down the tunnel with they got the kid and the car
fireball,
or the dog and
yeah.
the friggin' explosion, fireballs behind them, and
Jeff
it's just
Goldblum.
intense. Jeff Goldblum's in the movie. Yeah, I mean it's a fun ride.
You're absolutely right.
I've not seen the sequel.
It's a shit show and it's great.
I'll probably watch it just because Jeff Goldblum's in it
It's
and Brent Spiner.
it's so bad. It's great. It's not like when you saw Independence Day and you're just like, this is movies. It's more of like, this is so cheesy. You might need to take heart medicine before watching. But it works. It works for its own way because they waited too long. There's no way they'd ever top it, so they went for a cheese factor, and it kind of works. And Data's in it too. Is it what's his name?
Brent Spiner.
That's
yeah.
what I thought. I didn't remember. But yeah,
No.
as soon as you said it's like not what you think of an action movie, and I was like, "What are you talking? Independence Day." Yep.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
No, but yep.
Good pick, LB. Good fringe pick that deserves to be your number one in the top in our top three. Essentially, our top three. It deserves to be the Birch number one, please.
Inglorious Bastards.
I fucking hated this.
You hate this movie?
I hated this movie, but please.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, please.
No, I really liked it because I love how over the top it is. I love that it's very funny as well as very, very action driven. I love the acting. The first scene kills me every time between Christoph Waltz, and that was the first time I'd ever seen him in anything. Most people had ever seen him in anything.
Yeah, I think
we
that
were
was
all
the
like,
first thing we saw him in.
yeah, didn't know what to think of him. Brad Pitt is not really even in it that much, but when he is, he's great. Yeah, I'm a real history buff, so I enjoy their take on that time period. I don't always love Quentin Tarantino, but this one I enjoyed quite a bit. I can't watch it a lot, partly because it's like a chore to get through it because it's so long, but it's still, I think, in terms of action films, one of my favorites.
Okay.
What I loved about the movie was that it completely. I went in watching it. It had already been out for a couple of years, but I still managed to avoid learning anything about it. So, except that it was about the basics. So I went in watching it, and I thought, man, this is going to be really interesting to see what happens. How these their great plot to take down Hitler and everyone just fails. It's going to be interesting to see this play out.
Because that's not how it happened in history. So they must all fail. Kind of like that one with Valkyrie.
Yeah,
Kind of like that.
Valkyrie. Yeah.
And then the movie's just like, nope.
Oh, they
alternate history.
they succeed. You want to see Hitler get his face blown off? Oh,
There you go.
Here you go. I'm just like, holy shit.
they did it.
You did it. Okay, fine. It was good.
My problem with it was I was sold a bill of goods that wasn't what I got. Every trailer was this whole speech about how we're going to go down and be the nightmares to the Nazis and we're going to do stuff. And I was like, oh, cool.
That's like 2 scenes.
And then I got a French girl trying to not find out she's a Jew. It was really well acted, and it was a really good movie.
But it wasn't a movie that was promised.
It wasn't the movie I was promised, and it wasn't what I paid money to see. That's why I hate this movie.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's it.
I had Billy explaining to me like what exactly this movie was trying to be before I went and watched it.
Of course,
so.
Billy would do that.
I know.
Jesus Christ! I wanted to
Where's
go
Billy?
see. I didn't want him on.
Gotta hold him accountable.
No, I don't know. No, oh God, I didn't know.
You didn't want him on.
I didn't
Oh,
want-
you said that. That's on the recording now. Birch or Billy, we didn't want.
I didn't want him on. No, he didn't want to be on when we did the action list.
Oh, that's
'Cause
right.
He didn't
That's
want.
right.
He didn't
Busy.
think he would be busy, and he didn't want to do. He didn't. Action movies weren't really his thing.
Yeah.
So I made up a mock list of the top 10 Nicolas Cage action movies for him. It was dope. My number one.
You better watch all of them.
You better watch all. Fucking watch all of them. Con Air's on there for crying out loud. My number one movie, which is also the greatest action movie ever created, hands down, no buts about it. Die Hard.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It's the greatest Christmas movie. It's the first time we had a realistic action star in realistic scenes. This like guy sounds dumb to say it this way, but he took damage. He was the beginning of the movie. He's perfectly clean and all right. At the end of the movie, it's this great scene where he goes to confront Hans Gruber, played by the amazing Alan Rickman. We miss you.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like absolute hell. He's covered in blood that's mostly his, and grime from crawling through vent shafts, and dirt and explosions. And I mean, one of the funniest gimmicks is that he didn't have shoes or socks on the whole movie, and he doesn't. So his feet are bleeding, and he's just wearing dress pants and a wife beater, and he looks like hell. And like he's going to go save his wife, and she's scared of how he looks, and you're just like, what is this? And that's what that movie is. It's a guy against 12 terrorists and how he does it. And it's realistic-esque action. And I never feel like it was over... LB, would you ever feel like it was over the top? Ever?
In today's standards, no.
No, but even in those standards, it was like The Real Man versus Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone or Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
It was never... It never had that, oh my god, this is unrealistic, but at the same time delivered on the action front. And made Bruce Willis an action star. Fun fact, the whole movie was filmed at night because they couldn't get Bruce Willis out of his moonlighting TV shows. So he
Which is filmed during the day.
Which was filmed during the day. So he would film during the day and then go and film Die Hard, which Die Hard was actually the sequel to Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando. Did you know that? But that was when Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't do sequels, because for the longest time Arnold said, I never do sequels. His first sequel was Terminator 2. Did you know that?
And,
I
didn't know that at all.
And it is a book. I think it's called The Detective or something like that. And the Nakatomi Plaza is actually the Fox Tower in Hollywood. So they blew up Hollywood, like Fox Tower, every time they did everything. And again, Alan Rickman this is how I know Alan Rickman. You guys can take your Harry Potter and shove it up your ass. Fucking Die Hard, Hans Gruber badassness, because he's so suave. You know, he is the greasy villain that he needs to be, this like total pampered villain who's just in control. And like it cements him as a villain when he goes and talks to like who you think is going to be this big character, the guy who owns the building, who he's stealing the money from, and he goes and talks to him, and he's like, oh, we need the key codes, and the guy's like, I don't have those key codes. I don't have them. They're changed every 12 hours. I don't have them these 12 hours. You're just gonna have to shoot me. And he goes, okay, and shoots him. What? I thought he was going to be a bigger part. And, like, John McClane sees all of it, and you're just like, what am I going to do? And one of my favorite tropes in any action star is that he does this thing where he starts talking to himself, Bruce Willis. He's like, what the fuck are you going to do, John? You should have done something. You should have stopped him from shooting him. Then you'd be dead too, asshole. Fucking think this through. And it's this great natural occurrence where he's freaking out and talking to himself, which is why I love Die Hard. It's the Everman action movie, and I'm sorry my cat is playing with a bag.
Sounds like a typewriter.
I thought I was hearing your cat.
He is inside a shopping bag right now, with his head through the loop, the handle loop, going. My cat has a bag problem. He's on drugs. Some cats do catnip. My cat just plays in bags. Jonesy,
it's cool.
You're an asshole. And he went back inside his bag. So, those are your top 30 action movies. Definitively. If you're in November... No debate. And you're thinking to yourself, man, it's man's giving November. What should I watch? These movies.
All 30 of them.
Is there only 30 in November, or is there 31?
No, on Mansgiving, you watch
all 30. I don't know how you can do that, LB.
You got
Well,
to play some of them at the
you know
same
what?
time.
Most
You're
of
gonna
the
have to
time-
play some catch up because we're almost halfway through the month
You're
now.
gonna have to
but-
play, yeah, you're gonna have to watch all these. So I hope you have Friday off after Thanksgiving because you're gonna watch all of them, motherfucker.
Black Friday, bitch.
Black
Watch
Friday.
some movies.
You're gonna watch movies. Black Hawk Down on Black Friday. No, that's it. Anything else?
Nah.
No. No. Okay.
I've got.
What?
I'm good.
What?
What was that, Obi? Are
I'm
you
good.
Are you drunk?
I have one beer. No. Yes.
No. Yes. Okay.
One beer and no sleep. So yes.
Yeah. I thought you said you were sleeping all day.
Well, it was like 3 hours. I took a 3-hour nap.
Oh.
I was up all night.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us for the November podcast. We'll see you in December when we also do our Christmas movies of all time. Spoilers, my number one is Die Hard.
Spoilers, mine's probably Jingle All the Way.
God
Turbo
damn it.
Man. Oh. If you missed it, Billy and I did play Dead Rising 2 off the record where we killed zombies. I'm putting together a shortcut if you missed the stream. I'm also going to try to get more streams off the ground and doing stuff. Oh, and hopefully Birch and I will be playing Dragon Ball sometime soon as that sale drops.
E-Ball Xenoverse.
Xenoverse 2. We're going to make LB stream stuff too because he's a bitch.
Someday.
No, dude, did you get Civ 6?
No.
Oh,
I need to.
yeah, I need to too.
Do you have it?
No,
We can get it. We should get it and play it
Play
and
it.
stream it.
Yeah, we should. I just don't have $60. Or we install Civ 5.
I have Civ 5.
And we did play that. We'll do stuff like that. As soon as my wife feels better, expect to start seeing some couples co-op off the ground. Stuff that I hope you guys do with your significant others either. Play games with your significant other. It should be a lot of fun. Becky and I will be starting out by playing Bloodborne, where she makes fun of me for sucking at that game. If you don't know what Bloodborne is, it's Dark Souls Victorian era. It's very fun. Very hard, very challenging. We plan on doing that, but like I said, right now, we got the cold going around our house. My kids are sick. Becky's not feeling well. Jonesy! The shit are you doing? He feels fine. You are an asshole. So keep an eye out for all those fun stuff. And of course, podcast in December. Top however many people are on this Christmas movies. Anything else we're doing? Anything else you guys want to do? We'll figure it out. Fuck it.
We'll do some reviews of movies probably.
Oh yeah, we're gonna catch up on reviews. Oh, we're gonna launch a new one where we do introspective at movies. I just have to make the logo and find music for it, which I need to talk to you about. I'll be real quick. And yeah, we'll catch up on movie reviews and stuff like that. We'll probably, when these guys get around to watching Luke Cage, we'll do a Luke Cage review because we've done it for everything else. We don't want to look racist. Well, it's true. We look a little racist right now. The Daredevil 2, Jessica Jones.
Did we
can
do
skip it.
Daredevil 2?
Yeah, we did.
I don't even remember.
You were
we
invited.
did. You were fucking invited.
You weren't invited. We talked about it. We talked about how disappointing.
No, we did. You're right. We
um,
talked about how it was disappointing.
yeah, how disappointing this was. So, oh, whoa, music. Why are you playing? Shush.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. I don't know what's playing right now.
Are we done?
I guess we're done. The music's fucking up. I don't know.